What's up, friends? All right, Mark chapter 12. Listen to this haunting line. Verse 37. And despite all the signs and miracles, most of them still did not believe. If you're following along in the reading plan, you realize this is just a couple days before Jesus gives his life on the cross for you and for me and for all mankind. And despite all the signs he's done, all of the signs that God the Father felt it was necessary for us to see in the life of Jesus, most of them still did not believe. It says that Lazarus has been raised back to the life, and they interview Lazarus, and they're going to kill Lazarus because of Jesus. People are in an uproar over Jesus, but most of them still do not believe. Have you ever asked God for a sign? I know I have. It's like you're applying for a new job, or you've just got done with this interview and they've offered you the job, and you're like, I just need a sign to know if I should step out in faith and take that job. Or maybe you have a crush on a girl and you're like, I just need a sign if she's the one. How often are we asking God for a sign because we think that's going to actually help our faith, but at the end of the day, it doesn't actually help our trust? See, God's end game for his relationship with you is that you would grow in trust, because trust builds relationships. We used to have these walkie-talkies back in the day. There were phones, but we treated them like walkie-talkies. They were called Nextels. I don't know if you remember this, but you could go, beep, boop, where you at, right? You could use it as a phone. You could call someone, you could hear their voice, you could have a conversation, but instead we could just, beep, boop, where you at? We could settle for these kind of terse, short communication moments. I think that's what we're doing when we're asking for a sign. God, if you just give me a sign. How often are we looking for a sign and God's looking for a relationship? How often are we looking for an answer? Boop, boop, where you at? God's looking for a conversation. Man, let this break our heart for a second. How many times is we're on our own way, we're on our own path, and we're just checking in for a sign to see if our plans are good? I don't know, man. I just think of all the trouble God would go to, all the heartbreak God would go to give you his son Jesus, to give us a relationship with him, and then we ask for a sign. Let's drop the whole ask for a sign thing. Let's believe and contend for a relationship. Something where God doesn't just send us, I got a sign that I'm on the right path. Or he doesn't just receive us, but he's on the journey with us the whole time. And that's the kind of relationship that we want, right? I know that's the kind of relationship that he desires for you and for me. Let's stop asking, let's stop walkie-talkieing God. Let's stop pager coding God. Oh, I got a page from the Lord, 143. Hey, love you too. Let's stop checking in and start journeying with a God whose desire is to be with us. And much more than just a sign. He wants to build trust. Let's contend for that. I love you guys.